Hello, and welcome to the beginning of match 13. So this is going to be another NPC match. It's going to be the one between Dash and Clash. And as a quick refresher for those of you following the bracket, there's potentially only one match left after this one, because the winner of match 13 is going to go fight Dave, also known as Rock's son. And that match 14, could just end there, and that will just determine the overall results of the tournament, at least in terms of pure battle placements. There's still all of the crowd hype ties to deal with, but we will get to that later. So in the interest of time, I have already pre-rolled some of the things here. You can look back in the Roll20 if you have access to that and see what's going on there. So, just to start off with the traditional opening to the match, we have item selection. So, Clash is on the right side. He's chosen to bring in his plate armor, spear, and shield. Dash has chosen crossbow, studded leather armor, and pocket sand. As for Phase B, their ticket stuff, Clash has chosen to protect his armor and sacrifice his spear to remove Dash's pocket sand. Dash is protecting his crossbow, he's sacrificing his crossbow to protect his pocket sand, and he's sacrificing his crossbow to remove Clash's spear. Overall, no changes from just the ticket stuff, but you do notice that Dash has not taken his poison into this match, and I mean, it's just information that you've gathered. Clash is a dwarf, and dwarves are resistant to poison, among other things, so it seems that Dash, the rogue, has decided to put aside his poison and implement other methods here. So with that, there's no overall changes to their items, and let's see what they got for initiative. Once again, I have pre-rolled this, and Dash is gonna go first with a 17 ahead of Clash's 15. So, I feel like this match could be over very quickly. Dash gets the first move, and he has a number of preparations done on him already. I think from the previous match that he fought against... Oh wait, no, it didn't even come into use. His previous match was against Rock's son, who he got essentially one-rounded, but he does have several buff spells, utility spells, cast on him, and he's going to put them immediately to use here. So at the top of the round, due to him having the assassinate feature, he has advantage on all of his attack rolls against any creature that has not taken a turn yet. So what Dash is going to do is he's going to scuttle on back his full move increment of 30 feet, putting him at the edge of his box at the very left. And drawing his light crossbow, he will fire, and with advantage, he gets a 22, which is enough to hit. And on this one, yep, he is going to do sneak attack damage here. So, with the addition of the flame arrow spell, which Ash, in fact, the druid, has cast on him, he deals a total of 20 piercing damage as well as 2 points of fire damage. So Clash, he came into this match rather injured because of previous events. So he started out at half health, he's now taken to it looks like he's at around a quarter. And that is the end of Dash's first turn. He is going to just hang out over there. He seems to be preparing an action, and he is preparing to throw pocket sand at his opponent if they step within 5 feet. And that is his 2 turns. We go over to Clash, who, realizing that he is outranged, he is going to have to just run up and slap this dude. So first off, at the start of his turns, he's going to gain a superiority die, and that allows him use of some Battlemaster shenanigans. So he's going to move his full increment of 25 feet, and as a bonus action, he is going to Superior Wind. He's going to roll that superiority die he just got and get 6 temp HP, which is going to come in handy, as we've seen in previous matches. Is a rather small margin that this little extra amount of buffer does allow him to survive certain hits through. And that is, on his second turn, he is going to run right up to dash. And that is his full 50 feet of movement on this turn. So, yep, he dashes on his first turn, gets some temp HP. On his second turn, well, before we get to his second turn, there's a pocket sand incoming. So Dash just reaches into a pouch that he's got on his belt and just tosses a 5-foot cone of pocket sand in an attempt to blind his opponent, who will now roll a Constitution save. Passes. No surprise there. And Clash is just going to wail on this dude. As I've mentioned before, due to the cascading effects of people watching other people's matches, they're all in kill mode now, and things are very, heating up very, very quickly now that we're potentially in the semifinals on this one. So, Clash and Dash have had a run through the losers bracket. Dash, this is Dash's first match of the losers bracket, but he's not keen on just cutting out right here. So, well, we'll see what he can do. Clash, on his second turn, after fending off the pocket sand, he gains another superiority die, which he is going to maybe use. So he's going to just first try to hit his opponent. So you'll notice here that all of the NPCs have just absurdly high crowd hype DCs. Like Dash is at 30 as of the start of this match, and Clash is at 35. So it is literally impossible for them to further do anything about that. So they're just going at it full throttle. So Clash is just gonna hit this dude 3 times. I'm gonna resolve them one by one. First attack is a crit. Very nice. So that's his superiority die gone, as he is expending it to do a disarming attack. So let me first roll damage for this one-handed spear. He deals 9 damage to his opponent, and with a disarming attack, that tacks on another 14 with a max roll of 8 plus 6 thanks to the crit. So that would be a total of 23, but Dash uses his reaction to uncanny dodge, cutting that 23 damage into only 11. Clash has 2 more attacks, so he's just going to do those now. That is an 18 and a 17, which just pokes his opponent quite furiously, and Dash takes another 10 and another 5, taking him down some hit points. And Clash is just going to move. He's going to move 15 feet back, and his opponent, Dash, has no melee weapons equipped, so there's no attack of opportunity going out here. So after a quick run up and 3 attacks, he manages to just pierce right through Dash's defenses, and let me resolve that disarming attack. So Dash is going to try to hold on to his crossbow, gets a 10 on his strength save, and the crossbow disappears into out of bounds. So Dash is now disarmed. This is turning out to be looks like it's going to be a very silly match from here. So Dash has no weapons left, so he's actually just going to wield his fists. This is so sad. This is actually terribly sad for him. He actually doesn't have any concealed weapons either, because the people at weapons check are proactive about just not letting any bullshit go through. So his only option here is to just run up and run up and punch the other dude. So he has a pitiful bonus to attack. I'm currently setting up his this is Okay, I have just done his, I've just made his attack macro, and let's get back to that. So, in fact, he only gets one attack, so instead of doing that, he's just going to try to grapple his opponent here. So dash with a particularly high roll. He got an 18 on his strength, athletics to grapple, passes, and he is now grappling his opponent and does not have enough movement to actually move across. So, well, he is going to, rogues have a bonus action, cunning action, and he's just going to promptly yeet his opponent out of bounds because he will dash as his bonus action, bringing them to the very edge. And on his next turn, he's just going to rotate Clash right around and then place him out of bounds. A very quick match considering all of the things that preceded this. So in the middle of round 2, Dash just manages to recover from having his crossbow just flung away from him, grapples his opponent with I'm surprised that he succeeded on this grapple check, and just tosses him over the edge. This is the end of the match, and we'll see you in the next one.